Hi, this is Michael Uslan. You're listening to Batman on Film.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore!
Plug you in, my tuning up frequency. Jett and the crew, they got the remedy. Discussing bats and all his legacy. Mike is savage. Welcome to the social hour. We're talking gospel, flying power. Look in the field, the protest got the keys to the Batmobile. Lights go down, the show's about to start. Jett's wisdom striking like a dawn. Without the ways of harm, we're in deep, not deep. Welcome to the social hour, exploring Gotham's darkest hours. Tune in, feel the charge. Jett's at the hill with glowing large.
Welcome to the Social Hour. Social Hour is a Batman on Film podcast, batman-on-film.com. I am the founder of Batman on Film, Bill Ramey. I'm Bill Jett Ramey, goddammit. That's who I am. And joining me is senior BOF contributor, Verra. Let's ride.
We're riding.
So, Pete, first of all, happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Did you have a good Christmas?
I did, yeah. It was great. Did you?
Low key.
Nice. Good for you.
Low key. I had, my fireman was firemanning, and my youngest spawn, Jake, he was down in Austin with his girlfriend and didn't come back here to the DFW till, I said that wrong. DFW. I had to do it Texas way. DFW. Until Christmas Day afternoon. So we kind of had we usually do stuff Christmas Eve, but
all right.
We did it a day later. And yeah, everything's fine. I have too much going on this time. It's like it starts. I'm not a huge Halloween guy, but Halloween starts but like Thanksgiving, I got like Thanksgiving, Christmas, anniversary, New Year's. And I'm not a big go out, party till 5 a.m, New Year's Eve guy, but still, there's a lot of, it's like everything condensed into like 6 weeks or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So anyway.
Yep. There's a lot going on that part of the year.
Yeah. Speaking of a lot going on, there's a lot going on today. I besides losing my train of thought here.
You think about the Cowboys?
I know what it is now. No, I know what it is. Cowboys won again. They're not going to playoffs, but they played better. I'm happy with them. So let's go. Let's go. Too many injuries.
No tanking.
No tanking. Don't get me started. No, you pull for your damn team to win. Period.
We don't tank. No, we don't tank.
That's it. Tanking's for losers. Tanking's for you're not really a fan. I don't care. You'll give me all excuses you want. That's sports radio driven bullshit. Why are you trying to throw me off today?
You act like I was going Chicago style ribs at you.
Yeah. What the hell's going on here?
What the hell's going on here?
No, I think I've told you this before. I've told Lauer. Just when you think there's nothing to talk about, Batman on Film wise,
there's something to talk about.
Something comes up. And this came up today.
I wonder what it could be.
Well, the Batman Part 2, per all the trades, and James Gunn confirmed it on Blue Sky, Twitter, Threads, wherever. That
Truth Social.
It is, yes, it has been pushed back a full year. There's no true social. Is that even? No, hell no, hell no. Um, it's been pushed back a full year to October 1st, 2027. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not happy about that. I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed. I mean, that's a nut, dude. That's like 2 months, almost 3 months shy of 3 years until that film comes out. And the original was out in 2022. That's a long time. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Between movies.
Look, I have a completely different perspective than everybody on this. To me, this isn't a big deal. As long as it's not a big deal, as long as Reeves is taking his time to make the movie the best they possibly be, if he's still writing the script or whatnot. If and I don't know why I got pushed back. But my perspective is I read a lot of Batman. Batman's a big part of my life, so believe it or not. So I have more than enough Batman content to fill my void until the movie comes out. It's not, I watch previous movies, I play games, I read Batman weekly. So I'm not, there's not a lack of Batman in my life. So like this doesn't really hit me that hard. It's a bummer more than anything else, but it all depends on
you're
why
disappointed, right? Come on.
I'm bummed out, yeah, but I'm not
okay.
like you are. You're a lot more disappointed than I am.
I'm
like,
disappointed.
Okay,
I'm
well,
not
when
gonna,
it gets made, I'll see it.
Yeah, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm disappointed.
Because here's the deal, like I'll be honest, like just speaking in Kowalski terms, which is probably the craziest of theories, right? Like if the movie gets canceled, this isn't the last Batman movie that's ever going to get made. They've already got, they essentially got one in the pipeline when this one is done anyway. So it's like, all right, somebody will come on and take the reins and carry on and so on and so forth. So like to me, this isn't like, oh man, the end. This is the end of the world. To me, it's a bummer, and I'm just sitting here waiting for the next one. But yeah, I'm not as dramatic as everyone is on this, unless it's like if Reeves is like, I'm done, I can't do this. James is forcing his stuff upon me, and I can't make it work, and it's just creative differences, and that's a bummer that they got in each other's way and they couldn't work together. It just.
Well, I can say that's not the case. I'm gonna get to that in a minute.
But yeah, like as long as they're just like, yeah, we're just taking our time writing the movie, then I'll just say, man, you are a very slow and detailed oriented SOB.
You have the thing is though, this is a really good interpretation of Batman that kind of resonated with a lot of people, and especially with the Penguin coming out. It drew people who didn't see the Batman into the world of the Batman, and had a lot who didn't see it, went back and watched the Batman, and now are anticipating.
Yeah, but there was still time before the Batman part 2 was coming out. It's not like, the Penguin came out and then, 2 months after the Penguin, Batman part 2.
But it was,
you still had like a whole year.
No, but it was like essentially halfway between the Batman and the Batman part 2. I mean, right in the middle. And now, like I said, it's pushed back. I'm going to say that all of the hyperbole that I've seen online, and some of it for myself, is unwarranted. Because Pete, I'm a lifelong learner. Have I ever said that before?
Maybe. I actually don't remember.
Oh my God!
That's not what I remember.
What the hell?
What
the hell's going?
I know you're a historian.
What the hell's going on here?
That one's new to me, though.
What was my profession?
You're an educator.
I was an educator. I was a coach. I taught. I learned. So when this news broke, I took Rachel's mom, the announcer's mom, to her ear doctor appointment. And so I was like, I saw it come up. People had texted me, and I was like, WTF, for real, and read the story on the tray of my phone, and got pissed. I'm not gonna lie, got pissed. And I was like, because I kind of thought, I had looked at the schedule for Warner Brothers and I said, they got it opening in March. I could see it moving back, from October to March. And that's, 5 months. It's not a big deal. I was kind of halfway expecting that. I think I said as much here on the social hour. And a full year. It's already been moved back a full year once. So this twice it's been moved back 2 years. So
I just kind of want to know why. That's really it. Like, what is the whole purpose?
Okay, let's talk about
whose
that.
decision
Then.
is this? A Reeves decision? Is it a Warner Brothers decision? Who's in charge of this?
I am told by folks who know that this is a case of just Reeves working slow and the script's not up to par for him yet to say it's finished.
Mm-hmm. It just sounds too eerie, like the Affleck stuff from years ago. Like the difference is, Reeves has made an actual Batman movie himself instead of just starring in it.
I've several of these people, some unrelated, have all said the same thing. I asked if because this is the big speculation that there's a power play involved between Reeves and Gunn, and there's shenanigans at hand, and Mr. Gunn is trying to undermine Mr. Reeves, and Reeves is asserting his contractual power. None of that is the case. It's legit. The script is just not ready yet, and so they moved it back. And now this is just pure speculation. I don't know, and I've
reached Reeves
out.
and Gunn fighting wouldn't be good for the union, and they'd get involved. Like, I feel like that would be a problem. I don't think that would be the thing, personally.
I just checking on a couple texts here as we're talking. There's been some speculation that the delay could be caused by a personal issue that at hand somewhere. I'm not going to say with whom, because I don't know, and I don't want to get anything started. Batman on Film says this, and if that's the case, then okay, that's legit. Personal reason could be a lot of things. It could be family. It could be health, a lot of stuff. So I'm not even going to speculate there, but I can just say from the people I've talked to and who I've trusted, there's no shenanigans, there's no ill will, there's no one trying to undermine the other, power play. None of this is going on. And I'm also had a couple can be 100, can be 5, could be 2. I had folks say, we'll get the Batman universe content in between the Penguin now and the Batman Part 2. So that means,
yeah, that'd be great. That'd be
very reassuring. Look, we could probably likely now be looking at an HBO series or 2 between now and
then. Would be very reassuring.
Yeah,
to be honest with you, because
they are talking.
No matter what they tell me, it's not I'm not feeling positive essentially about the Batman, because it's like, what's going on, guys? Like, this is a little peculiar.
Well, it just seems, 5 years to get this script ready, and you would think that Matt Reeves has ideas anyway. That's what that gets me, is like 5.5 years, man. So, but I'm told it's just that's this,
I'm glad Reeves cares this much about Batman that he doesn't want to get it wrong, because a bad Batman movie, as we know, can set the brand back a few years. It's just a little peculiar, but
it is.
I do find it. I would find it strange that off the success of Batman post-pandemic and then Penguin, that they would not want to move forward. If you're telling me there's no beef between Reeves and Gunn, then I'm going to believe you at your word. and take that as it is.
Well, I mean, take it from what I'm told. You know, it could turn out tomorrow that these two MFers are, you know, like about to go to blows. I'd have, you know, I'm not there. I'm just saying what I'm told, and I'm told by people I trust. You know, even a couple of them were like, laugh out loud, you know, relax. Come on. Don't go in down that rabbit hole of freaking out. Because I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed. I mean, we're sitting here, like I said, just, you know, damn near 3 years away from this. And we're already 2.5 years out from the first one. So, and, you know, and I've tried to be patient. I've tried to be reassuring and telling people to calm down and don't overreact when, you know, and it's hard for me to say that, and people go, okay, but I checked and I'm telling you what I was told. And it doesn't take away my disappointment. It doesn't take away me being a little pissed off, you know, just for selfish reasons. I mean, let's be honest. This is a Batman movie, you know, you know what I'm saying? It's, you know, I'm just being, it's not the end of the world. It's not, you know, the world's going to continue rotating and spinning around the freaking sun if there's not a Batman movie. But yeah, I mean, and coming off the Penguin, really, you know, hyped up with that back signal coming on. You ready, you know. Now apparently
I'm still ready. I just got to wait a little bit longer. For me,
yeah, there's,
you know, I'm just waiting.
And, you know, they're
but then again, like I read it, it's about Batman. So
yeah, but there's something about a live action Batman film it's different because it brings in the general audience.
Well, maybe I'm fed up with the general audience. Maybe I'm tired of them just rushing in here. And, you know, Batman's
why? I mean,
know, just in general, comic books now overexposure, and you know, they wring the well dry. Like, maybe it's time they didn't care for a little bit, maybe move on. And
I agree with that. I will say this: I don't buy.
Let's be honest. Every movie, Deadpool, Wolverine, except Deadpool and Wolverine this year has been received horribly. It only got 78%.
There is something to be said for wanting to build up anticipation for Batman to return to the big screen. So on one hand, yes, that's a good point. That's a positive. I don't subscribe or buy into the theory that people with this 5.5 year gap, they're not going to turn out because it was too long. It's a Batman movie. If
the trailers interest them, they'll turn out. If they find that the trailers,
it's not like my point about general audience is, and thing about a Batman movie is it brings in the general audience. Batman is a big deal as a whole and you know, in our culture and in society, as opposed to just amongst fans. Yes, we read the comics weekly and monthly, and we watch the animated stuff, and we have a lot of Batman. I'm looking at a whole room full of Batman right now. But, you know, it's just something fun and cool about a live action major Batman movie come out, and to have to wait another year is a bummer. But my message is,
but as long as it's not canceled, relax. I think I'm kind of like,
no, look,
to be honest, man, I'm still good.
If it was going to be canceled, it would have been canceled. Hey y'all, it's Bill Ramey, founder of Batman on Film. Let's take a quick pause in this podcast for these words from our sponsor.
Yeah, because I mean, like, even think about Justice League, like going back to that, like at some point they just wanted to get it out. Like they didn't cancel it, they didn't stop it in production, they didn't, you know, at some point they just said we need to rip the Band-Aid off and it's just going to come out and we're going to take our losses. I feel like if they didn't want the Batman to come out, wouldn't they just do something similar to that?
Yeah.
Right? Like, hey, no, dude, no. Matt, we've given you enough time. This is it. Either you make this movie or we're going to bring in Joe Johnson. He's going to finish it up. Like that's, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm told it's going to happen. It's going to happen. There's no shenanigans, but it still doesn't
It's a bummer. And look, the
Yeah, just
qualities of
yeah,
the
it's a
world can
bummer.
live it up. They're going to like this moment. They'll cheer about it. They're running around with their pots and pans, and that's fine. But I mean, like, I don't know. Until
But
it's canceled, can you really say anything negative other
on
than like, I'm
a
disappointed?
related, on a side and related note, it looks like, and you probably may know more about this than I do, but I was reading it when I was in the doctor's office with my mother-in-law. It was Muschietti has done a interview here recently, and he was asked about the Brave and the Bold, and he said that's long. That's he basically said it's not a thing, and it's a long ways away. So there's been a lot of
There's
talk
no way
of
that man
this.
directs that movie. I've been saying it since day one.
It's a lot of talk. There's another one. As soon as this came out today, a lot of people were saying, oh, it's this is they're gonna this is Reeves and Gunn fighting, and Gunn wants the DCU Batman now, and he's trying to bring Reeves's Batman into it, which he wanted and contemplated, and Reeves said no, didn't want that, and they respected it. They even Gunn. This wouldn't be said if this was.
If they were
I don't think
feuding.
there's no feud. There's no shenanigans of I'm just Gunn saying I'm going to hijack and I'm bringing Robert Pattinson into the DCU. F Matt Reeves. He can he either participate or get the
Yeah,
F out of here.
also like as studio head, which is Gunn's title now, right? Like, do you want to piss off other
Yeah.
directors? Like, I don't think that's what
No.
studio heads want to do. I don't know.
No.
I'm just maybe am I too naive? Am I just trying to find the
No.
positive
No.
in this?
And I've said this before. Warner Brothers, including DC Studios, needs Matt Reeves more than he needs them, because he can pull a Nolan. Not to say he's on the level of Nolan, but he's a very high level filmmaker, popular filmmaker, and he could go to another studio and do. He wouldn't be able to do his Batman thing, but he could do his other stuff. He's done other stuff besides Batman. So
And he will do other stuff besides Batman at
and
some point.
with the with them, with that studio having lost the directors that they have, Nolan at the top of the list, they need strong filmmakers to be quote unquote part of the Warner Brothers family. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Like if Zaslav's objective is to eventually sell this at the highest price point, would you need some sort of creator and some IP to, at the height of that sale? I imagine Batman, unless they're banking on James Gunn, the DCU, but like Gunn and Reeves is a lot more. I feel like it's worth more than just one or the other. Hey, look, I got all
Yeah.
these creative. We'll see. I don't know, but I don't really understand the business side of Hollywood and this
Well,
whole.
you understand that how Warner Brothers would want to keep Matt Reeves in their fold, right?
Yeah. I mean, if their business is making movies, I would imagine they want the best creatives they can get their
I
hands
mean,
on. You mentioned
yeah,
Nolan left. That's a huge blow. To
yeah,
lose Reeves would probably be another blow. To lose Gunn would be a blow. To lose, I don't know, any of their other, house directors would be a blow to them. Just in this industry, because they're just going to go sign with another studio.
yeah. But they
And
need
they're not
Matt
getting jack
Reeves.
shit out of J.J. Abrams, so they've lost a little bit on that investment.
Yeah,
So they're hurting. I can't imagine they want to lose either of these two, and pissing them off
yeah,
would probably just be the worst thing in the world.
yeah.
I don't think there's a feud. I really do believe that Reeves is just really slow at his job. Hopefully, it's done with care. Maybe it's not even Reeves. Maybe it's Tomlin. Maybe Tomlin's a slow one. I have no idea. But you'd think that these two will be able to figure it out.
I,
And to be honest, if we come out of this the other side and they deliver, honestly, what we all consider the best Batman movie ever made, we're going to look back and we're like, remember how we worried about the delays? We're going to laugh at it, So
well,
we may
yeah,
come out of this
yeah.
better off, but hopefully that's the case.
As we wrap up here, I will just say to people, yeah, I'm pissed off. I'm disappointed, probably more disappointed than pissed, because I'm not, who am I gonna be mad at? I'm gonna be mad. Am I gonna be mad at Matt Reeves? No. Am I gonna be mad at James Gunn? No. I mean, that's dumb. But I'm disappointed. But like I said, I'm told the film will be made. and I wouldn't be saying this if you know, if it wasn't, if someone had told me this, this thing may get canceled or yeah, Reeves is going to get pushed out and Gunn's going to bring that Batman into the DCU. I wouldn't be saying this, but it's going to get made. It's the finishing the script issue for whatever reason. I mean, probably top of the list. Reeves meticulous and is slow and a perfectionist. Could there be something else that's going on? I don't know. Maybe that seems to be some of the speculation. I don't know. So I'm not going to say that's the case whatsoever. And it looks like we possibly could be getting, another season of The Penguin, which Reeves and Lauren LaFranc have
always gained a lot of momentum.
Already talked about. Yes. Yeah.
It is. Yeah. That has snowballed into I honestly didn't think they were going to do it, but I think it's taken on just a life of its own.
And and they, Reeves has also talked about, we have other ideas. So man, you could get two HBO series in the Batman universe in between. And of course, people will complain about no Batman, but it would still, the universe is continuing to be in play, and we can watch and participate in before the Batman Part 2 gets here. So, Pete, final words on that. Then I gotta ask you a couple questions. Not related to this.
Oh, it's a bummer, but I've got so much Batman to to scratch my itch. I'll be fine. I'm really, if it's not Reeves, it'll be somebody else. And Batman is never ending. This isn't the end of Batman on film. So
yes, but you want to see. I want to
see another chapter of the
story.
Reeves verse,
come to completion, right?
I also wanted to see the end of All-Star Batman and Robin. I never saw that. So.
Well,
whatever happened,
that might have been a blessing in disguise. So,
yeah, but I was interested. So it is what it is. I think it'll come out, and I think we're all going to be laughing about this in a few years. And I'll have a big old plate of gumbo, and I'll look over and I'll tell you. I told you not to be worried about it.
I am not. I had two things I can say now. I'm not worried about it not happening, and I'm not worried about people not showing up. And yes, if my overreaction to people out there threw some people off, I apologize. I let my fandom, my Batman fandom, and my anticipation,
Bat motion
to get the best of me. And it's it's a tough day. It's a tough day, but it's put in perspective. It's about a Batman movie. No one died. No one got hurt. No one is ill.
Yeah.
And keep it in perspective. All right, here's what I got to ask you. Best favorite Batman stuff of 2024. So throw out 2, 3, 4, something you got as part of your Batman collection. Anything Batman that was at the top of your list that you enjoyed.
I'll start
with
something very recent. For Christmas, I got the Batman Adventures Omnibus, which is the comic book that takes place in the time of the animated series. So I can't wait to dive into that. That's really cool. Also recently, Tom Taylor, he's restored Detective Comics to its glory, so I'm really pumped about that. That was great. Man, particularly, I'm trying to think anything cool McFarlane wise I picked up. No, can't think of anything that really happened. Penguin was obviously amazing. I enjoyed that. 2024. I love seeing that. That was fun to watch. Which it's sad because it's the end of the Reeves verse. It's officially canceled after that. It's it.
Stop. Someone's going to pull that clip. And put it out there. Batman on film said that.
I'd love to go viral. Let's see what else. What Cape Crusader come out in 24?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't. Everything blends together, but like once you graduate from like school and you don't have like a calendar like that, everything just everything just blends together. I don't get Jewish holidays off. Like I only get certain holidays off. It's like school really kept a structure in my life.
It's it's the older you get, the faster
Everything just blends
time
together.
goes.
Yeah.
When you were like 7, 8, 9, like a day was an eternity, wasn't it?
It felt like forever to get to Christmas.
Oh,
As a
and that
kid.
was just beyond even contemplation.
Yeah. Like,
if it was
it felt forever to get
January
there.
and you were like, or it was the end of one Christmas, you went the next Christmas. I mean, that's like it was unimaginable how
Yeah.
we'd ever get here. And now it's
Yeah.
like feels like the next day. That's just
Mhm.
that's the way life go, man.
Like that's why people are like, I can't remember this retrospective stuff because I'm like, I forget what came out within the year. That my
Yeah.
life is so flooded with Batman. Like I forget. I do so many Batman. I was like, did I see Batman in concert in 2024? I don't remember.
That was this year, wasn't it? Or last
I
year?
don't.
See?
Yeah, like I was like, if it was,
But yeah,
it must have been in like January, February. I know it was cold. I can't remember though. But
I was like,
or-
okay, like I talked about this with Lauer, and I'm going to put this in after we talk. I'll put in my discussion with Lauer about the best of Batman 2024. But it was like my popcorn bucket, Bat Signal popcorn
yeah. Oh,
bucket.
that was a big one. I didn't get that one. But that was a big one.
That was awesome. The Penguin, that's at the very top. Cape Crusader is right behind it, and then comic book wise, First Night, you didn't like it. I loved it. Batman First Night, and another one you didn't like that I'm enjoying right now and reviewing for Batman on Film is Absolute Batman. So,
Oh my
yeah.
God, that book is so horrible. I don't know what is wrong with you. I don't know
I
how you like that
how
book. I'm so sorry. That is my
you
worst Batman of
ask the
2024.
universe because it's like the number one
Everyone loves
selling
it. I don't know
comic book.
what you guys are thinking. I'm sitting down and I'm sitting reading. I just told Lauer today, I'm thoroughly enjoying Batman 89 Echoes way more than Absolute Batman.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
God.
Come on.
Absolute Batman is some of the worst I've ever read. And issue 4 was horrible. I hate
Batman
that stupid car, and I
89
hate the talking
Echoes
Riddler robot. Oh
is
my God.
not good.
Oh, it's so much
It
better
is
than
not.
Absolute Batman.
I
So
just
much
well, that's not what the sales say. So, with that said,
better. Hush is better than both of them.
all right, let's no, I'm not going to get drawn off sides. I'm sorry you were gaslighted by DC Comics back in the day.
It's just
So,
instant classic.
Pete, we'll discuss off
William.
there. All right. Go ahead and you sure my name's William? Or I could have just been named Bill.
You're from Texas. Anything's possible.
No, my name is
possible.
William. I am William. All right. Anything
Willie
you want to
Joe.
plug?
If you want to follow me,
No, I am not William Joseph. Okay.
Socially Pete Illustrated, straight _O_G at Spidey Coalition, the Batman Book Club for Brian Lauer, and Batman-on-film.com, produced by Announcer Rachel.
You just recorded the wrap up with Lauer for the comic book wrap up. It's always part of the Batman Book Club. It's always on Batman Film. Yeah. Let me ask you about one. I just read that I may pick up and start retroactively reviewing, but there's only one issue out. It's oh my gosh, I'm gonna forget the name of it. It's a standalone Batman story. You know what I'm talking about here? Help me out. He's got the yellow oval again in this story.
Yeah, give me more than that. You gotta give me more than that.
It's got the yellow oval. Kind of looks.
Who's writing it?
I'm not sure. I read it. It's like a straight up detective story. It's not Gargoyle of Gotham. Because there's only one issue out. I have to look on Box.
You let me know.
You just talked about all these books that came out.
Yeah, you're like the Batman story with the logo on his chest. What's the name of that story?
No, he's got the and this story he's got
the oval's in a bunch of stories now.
Oh, and this month? No.
for like the past 6 months. It's almost been a bunch of
Oh
stories.
my gosh. I'll have to edit this
Yeah.
out. Help me out
I
here.
can't help you there.
You hold on. I'll do the
It's
Google
World's
machine.
Finest. You have an 89 Echoes.
No, I don't.
Affected a
Not
few
World's
times.
Finest. There's only one issue out. Come on
Batman
now.
and Robin Year One. That was really great. If you're checking that out, Year One of Batman and Robin. Phenomenal.
No, I don't want. I have no interest in that. Oh, Dark Patterns.
So good. Oh, Dark Patterns is good. Yeah, I liked it.
How'd you not know what I was talking about right there?
I read a lot of Batman. Batman.
Anyway, yeah, it's good. I may start reviewing that for BOF. So
Enjoy.
all right, Pete. Have a good New Year.
Where can people find you?
I'm nowhere. I'm a nowhere.
You're
man.
everywhere.
Nowhere, man. Batman on film.
You gotta get ready.
Batman-on
They're coming for you.
film.com.
They're coming for that
Who's-
Twitter handle.
Who's coming for me?
Anybody who hates Reeves Batman, they're coming for you. You know, they're ready to. Hey, BOF, what's going on here? Pew, pew, pew. And you're gonna be like, Batman on film, pew, pew. And it's gonna be entertaining. I can't wait for the Twitter reaction. Like, I'm really excited.
Okay.
Kassab's everywhere.
You know, I
Jeff
don't-
Cone 5. Rachel, there's Kassab's everywhere. Get to the bunker.
like a zombie apocalypse with all Kassabs, huh?
All Kassabs.
All
It
right.
used to be Zaddies, now it's Kassabs.
So speaking of announcer Rachel, she'll finish up here. We'll catch you next time.
You have been listening to the BOF Social Hour, Jett's official podcast on Batman on Film. Follow BOF on Threads at The Batman on Film. Follow BOF on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Batman on Film. To help keep BOF up and running, go to patreon.com/BatmanOnFilm, or you can buy BOF a beer at buymeacoffee.com/TheRealBatmanOnFilm. For Jett and everyone at BOF, I'm announcer Rachel. Authoritative, definitive, the original, Batman on Film, founded in 1998.